Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are doing a pick a card reading about the Lion's Gate, which is officially on August 8th. That's the climactic point. But as I'm recording this on July 28th, it is officially opened today, and it will span the length of time from July 28th up until August 12th. And this is a time where tremendous light codes are coming onto the planet, and subsequently her inhabitants, being us and animals and plants and everything else that is alive on this planet. We're all receiving these light codes, specifically from our spiritual sun, Sirius. So this is a very good time to tune in and connect with your guidance, with your intuition, with your heart. Many upgrades in consciousness, at least the opportunities for them, are occurring at this time. And I often see this time as an impetus for change. And you can catapult those changes by collaborating with this portal in the way of your intentions and your focus. So, as always, we have 3 cards. I chose from the Lyran Oracle just to be in the spirit of the Lion's Gate, or the Leo energy that we're in now. So, pile number 1, card number 1 is Peaceful Reunion. Card number 2, with message number 2, is Intensity. Just feel into which card really calls you, okay? And then card number 3, pile number 3, Mission Impossible. I hope there's not too much of a glare, you guys. Okay, so tune in, ask your higher self, just tune in with your heart, right? The lion is representative of the heart, Leo is representative of the heart and the sun, okay? So just trust yourself, and then go to the timestamps down below, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome group number 1 to your Lion's Gate reading. I'm so grateful that you're here with me today. I'm so excited for the energies that are going to be abound on our planet over the next couple of weeks, really. So just tune in and take a deep breath. If you would like me to connect more uniquely to your energy, please set that intention out into the ether, and I ask my guides to help me receive that consent from you. I once again invite my guidance in for the highest and best good of all, allowing me to be a clear and accurate channel for the collective who chose pile number 1. So let's look into what you need to know about this period of time, okay, between July 28th and August 12th or thereabouts. What upgrades are occurring, what changes, anything that is relevant, I'm going to be open to hearing from Spirit. So, my dears, you chose Peaceful Reunion. Reunions bring healing. And the first thing they're bringing me is to the number 41, which reduces down to a 5, which dovetails with the actual message of the card, Peaceful Reunion. Oh, there's a few things I'm seeing. So number 5 can denote battles, things that are imbalanced. So what I'm seeing is that some of you might have experienced some conflict or difficulty with loved ones in particular. I'm seeing the word family across the screen of my mind. And that this is a period of time that is increasing the vibration of the planet and thereby the inhabitants of the planet, us, and all of the living things on this planet. And so this is a very good time to reconcile with loved ones. They're highlighting this lion in the front of the pack here, and they're asking, won't you consider taking the initiative? That's what I'm hearing. Won't you consider taking the initiative? And they're telling me now, please don't focus on the ideas of right and wrong. And they're saying, this is not to downplay your experience should you have been hurt or, deeply affected by someone else's mistakes or wrongdoing. This is actually to be a model of peace, to be a way shower for those people in your life who may have lost their way by way of their ego and defensive system. And some of you are saying, well, I don't want to be the bigger person always. I don't want to always have to be that person. And I respect that. I understand that. I think what I'm being guided by Spirit to show this group is that sometimes it is for your own personal betterment to take that step forward, because anger and conflict creates pressure, right? Pressure in the heart in particular, and pressure in the chest I'm feeling, and in the throat I'm also feeling actually a block in the throat. And that pressure blocks flow. It blocks movement. And that affects you. That affects you. So initiative is not about bearing all the responsibility. It's not even apologizing. It's merely stepping in the direction of that person or people and letting them know you're there, that your heart is open, and that there is no harshness should they want to meet you part of the way. Okay, I'm getting a yes on that. With the blue rose here, yeah, they're giving me a yes about focusing on this. This is about the throat chakra. There is something about speaking your truth, but with it being a rose, it's about speaking from your heart. Not just to talk, not speaking just to be right, but speaking from the heart. But speaking truth, right? It is denoted, it is shown in this blue color to denote the throat chakra, which is about speaking your truth. Now, with the doves up ahead, they're saying that you can get help in this. So I'm hearing the word sibling. So there might be a sibling that you can partner with to approach the family or to approach the situation. Let me just slow down for a minute. Yeah, they're showing me like two people like linking arms as if they're going to do it together no matter what. No matter what the outcome is, they've got each other's backs. And it's not in a defensive way. It's to hold space, right? They're showing me these two lions are looking at me or looking at you, while this one's sort of looking away. So if this denotes you, this denotes your family or the people or relationships or situations within which you might be experiencing some kind of conflict. And they're telling me, look at their eyes. Don't avert their eyes. Listen to what they have to say. Meet them where they are. As much as you want to be met where you are, meet them where they are as well. Be the mirror. Be that which you want to experience from them, and then see them in whatever spirit they're coming to you with. Because it's sometimes people come to us dimensionally. They might start with anger, but there's sometimes softness behind their eyes or aching or pain. And Spirit is asking to consider looking beyond the surface. They're saying like the eyes are their window to the soul, right? So like look at their eyes. There's something about their eyes, especially if somebody's averting eye contact. That means that they're uncomfortable potentially. They might feel insecure, whatever it might be. They don't feel in their power. And even just knowing that, this is not somebody you want to attack, right? Not that you'd want to attack anyone, but you know what I mean. And I'm hearing that you are getting help, right? And so during this period of the Lion's Gate, you are getting help. Light is encoded with wisdom and information, things that we don't understand. I don't understand, at least. I'll just speak for myself. But it is definitely something to upgrade the light body, to increase our vibration. And in my opinion, when we increase our vibration, we find better words to use, to speak with. We find a better way to problem solve. There's an improved capacity to cope with difficult situations. I'm hearing the word balance, so it feels like it's more balanced in some way. They're showing me that there are 4 doves up here. And so this might be a family of 4. I don't know why they're not highlighting the family of 3, but they're highlighting the family of 4 up here for some reason. They're calling that the family. Yeah, and they're just highlighting this idea that reunions bring healing. So some of you, we're still in this retrograde, right? And so certainly there are people from the past who can come back, and I wouldn't write them off immediately. And I don't mean in terms of attempts to, win your love back or some such thing. I'm speaking just about hearing people out, not shutting people down. I'm hearing the word stonewalling. So be aware of stonewalling. Be aware of shutting people down and not allowing them to speak, right? So this is talking about the throat chakra again. If we're encouraging you to be balanced in your expression, your verbal expression, your emotional expression through your voice, through your words, then allow other people to approach you, to come at you, or to come to meet with you with their expression, and try to be open to them in that space, in whatever capacity you possibly can. Anything else about this card, Spirit? No, they're telling me to draw cards. Okay, so I just took out the tea leaves today. I couldn't figure out what cards to use. I just wanted to get some simple cards so that I can just channel and get the highest and best messages. And I'll just trust whatever wants to come out. Okay. See that again. Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 1, for group number 1, for these beautiful souls who are here listening to this message? What do they need to know about the Lionsgate portal and the Lionsgate time frame between now and August 12th? What do they need to know? Upgrades, changes. That one kind of wanted to come out. Okay. Kangaroo. Okay. Interesting. What else, Spirit? I keep getting that frying pan. Trouble, accusations. Okay. And then let's do an outcome. Just bear with me, guys. I forget sometimes that I'm speaking to a group of people out there. I'm so in my connection. Can you show me clearly, please? Thank you. Coins. And we get one more. This one. Caterpillar. Beautiful. Okay. So this is kind of the current energy, and this is the outcome, and we'll pull a final starseed card. So with the kangaroo, these kind of actually go together. Okay, they told me to do one at a time. Oh my goodness. Okay. Kangaroo. So if you can see with this little kangaroo, she's got her baby in her pouch. Again, denoting family, and family matters. I heard before, don't leap ahead. Don't fold over your own words. So there's something about just needing to slow down a bit and watching what you say to people during this time and how you say it. And to approach things from almost like a motherly instinct, even if you're not a mother, even if you're not a female. But to come from that place, the motherly instinct being one of unconditional love, to come from a place of unconditional love, and to look before you leap. Before you take a step forward during this period of time, take a breath, tune into your heart. Okay, some of you have animal companions, some of you have young children at home. Connect with them because they hold very high vibrational frequencies that can help give you some kind of clarity. Now, with the frying pan, they're telling me that something is burning away now. In old patterning, they're showing me, I don't know why, it looks like dominoes dropping, but backwards. Is that right? Yeah, and now they're showing me, I don't know what this is called because I can never think clearly during my channel messages. It's like a wire that when you light the end, it sizzles and then blows up at the end. So they're showing it to me in a few different ways. They're through the ancestral line. There's a burning away of contracts, I'm hearing, through the lineage. There's something being burned away where there has been this conflict or trouble through the family line. I'm hearing mother. Ah, okay. So it's on the mother side. It's on the mother side for this group. This feels very heavy in my chest. So I don't know if there are conflicts on the mother side of the family or with the mother or with a mother figure or with a prominent female in your life. Yeah. So something is burning away, and you can set the intention during this Lion's Gate to clear this in the lineage. I'm also hearing, this feels a little bit, out of left field, but this is what they're telling me. They're saying that some of you have a lot of gifted psychics on the mother side, and some of you are blocked in some regard, especially with the throat chakra here, with expressing your truth, because there's some, I'm hearing the word curses and spells, I'm hearing those words in particular, that shut down the magic. That's what I'm hearing, yes. Thank you, Spirit, the magic, and I'm starting to clear through my body. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, there's something definitely clearing on the mother side with regards to spells, curses, hexes, I'm hearing. Yes. Contracts signed in blood, I'm seeing. Wow, that just went left. Sorry, I don't mean to jest you guys. Sometimes I don't even see this coming. And that, I'm hearing that this is blocking your expression. This is also blocking healing of the physical body. Wow, okay. So some of you might be experiencing unexplained illness, and your mother might have those illnesses, and the grandmother might have had those illnesses, right? All through the mother side. That's clearing now. Yes, I just got a yes on that. Thank you so much, Spirit. And so through this Lion's Gate, please don't just accept this message, although that's beautiful if you do, but claim it. And you don't have to write anything in the comments. That's fine. Claim it in your own space, in your own time, okay, when you feel so called. But perhaps on the Lion's Gate would be a good time to do that, if that calls to you, to clear all curses, spells, hexes through your lineage. And if it speaks to you, through your mother's lineage, to help bring healing to all of your bodies, your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, etheric, astral bodies, okay? Yep, and the clearing through my body just stopped when I just put that out into the universe. Okay, wow. They are highlighting the word accusations here. I don't know if accusations have been thrown around in this family. Okay, nonsense. I'm hearing the word nonsense. Like this is just ego. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna just burn that away. I'm gonna call in any dragons, benevolent dragons who want to come in. This is something that they're very good at. Please just burn away any contracts, cords. Okay, I'm hearing you can call in the Morrigan, right? The goddess of the underworld is what I like to call her, but I'm sure she has many names to help clear the spells, the hexes, the curses that have been going on in this family. And you can do that in your own time, in your own way, collective, please. Now, I asked if this clears, if this energy clears, whatever this conflict is, and it doesn't have to be with the family, but that's what's coming up very strongly. It could be with a loved one. It could be with like colleagues. I'm hearing like at work, but I'm trying not to make things fit. That's what I was given. So I'm just going to go with that. If it's not your reading, that's okay. Now I am seeing that, when they said to me before, it's not just blocking your spiritual gifts and your expression. It's also blocking physical healing as well as your spiritual gifts, your spiritual abilities from fully coming online. There's some kind of sacred magic I'm seeing in this lineage that some spirit does not want you to access. They're showing me light codes. So it seems like someone in the lineage had access to star beings that were giving them information that made them very powerful. Yeah, that's right. They gave me like a little yes, which means that there's more. Okay. And then someone died because of this power. And so there's fear that rippled through the lineage that has now closed down the throat chakra, or closed down the expression in this family with regards to certain spiritual abilities. I don't know if any of you guys do spells or do magic. I just got a big yes on that. So if that's you, this is definitely your message. Let me know down below if that's you. I find that so interesting and so cool. I've dabbled in that stuff, but that's by no means my wheelhouse. Yeah, someone died in the lineage. A lot of women died, but I'm seeing one in particular. Mm-hmm. This looks like, the quintessential Salem witch trials that we see. That seems to be a big one. There's another one. There's another life they're showing me. This woman looks, I feel like I'm stereotyping. I'm afraid of stereotyping. She looks Amish. She's wearing like a bonnet. I don't know anything about the Amish culture. That's just, maybe just someone from a very early time. She's wearing an apron. She's very powerful and very gifted, but she's trying to keep to herself because she knows if it gets out, I'm hearing the word hung. She would be hung. I'm also seeing a guillotine. My goodness. Okay. Oof. So can we just clear that energy? Can we just clear that energy? I'm going to light a little bit of Palo Santo for you guys. So, yeah, if this speaks to you, please ask your own guides and the dragons and the Morrigan, whoever speaks to you, okay, to come and clear this in the lineage if this is you. I'm also hearing if any of you have thyroid problems, okay, and listen, if you're on thyroid medication, that's cool. If you have a medical condition, I'm not here to tell you anything about that. But sometimes thyroid conditions can correlate, I guess I would say, given that I'm a scientist. I don't want to say causation. They can co-occur with your throat chakra getting shut down from other lives, let's say, when you have chronic illness like that. So this is a group that needs to sing, needs to hum, needs to yell, needs to really not yell at other people, just, move their voice like very, very strongly. Now, just in the interest of time, if we clear this, right, which will be cleared, okay, you just have to claim it, you guys. You guys are very powerful. Do not forget how powerful you are. Your intentions from your mind, from your highest mind and from your high heart, coupled with good emotional feelings like of expectation of happiness and growth and love for all involved, you can clear this, whatever this is, however way it's showing up in your life. So I asked them what the outcome would be, and then they showed these two cards. Coins, money will be coming to you, and caterpillar, things will not always be this way, a change is coming. Okay, so this is definitely the case with the caterpillar, right? We always know that's the quintessential sign of something transforming. But the fact that it says things will not always be this way, this feels like reassurance. The way they said at the beginning with the primary card that there is help for you, whether it be a sister or a brother, a sibling, like they said, or galactic help, which is abound on our planet right now, or from the encoded light. Help is on the way, and a change is coming. Now with the coins, let me just ask them what they mean by this. Okay, this is very interesting. So you see these look like little bolts. I mean, I presume they're coins, but they actually look like bolts to me. If any of you know what bolts are, it's like that, you know, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a tool, you know, along with the screw or something that you can tighten the screw with a bolt. I don't know how else to describe it. They're showing it to me as if these are bolts that got blown off of a wheel, meaning the wheel is not like just turning in your favor. That wheel, this patterning is being obliterated. The way that they showed that cord being lit up, and as it lit up, it went all the way to that explosive. That's what they're showing me this is. Like the explosive going off, whatever that is, that grenade. I don't know what that's called, you guys. Maybe someone can help me find the words there. That this is going to be blown to smithereens. And once that gets blown out, what is happening is almost like a sub portal. They're showing me like a mini portal within the bigger Lion's Gate happening for you in your personal life, where there's going to be a floodgate of abundance in whatever way is appropriate for you at this time in your life, right? Certainly it could be coins themselves, it could be money, but I really see it as physical healing. I see it as spiritual awakening, coming online with your abilities, and I see it as familial healing. But you can claim anything. Once you create space in this way, you can bring in so much to that space that is good, that is high vibrational. This is a really beautiful reading, you guys. Okay, I'm going to grab one final mini starseed card for this reading. Spirit, can you give us one final message for group number 1, please? For group number 1, please show us clearly. Oh, okay. So, no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is so much for you to share. It's interesting that the word limitations is here because that's what this whole reading was about. How you are blocked or limited because of something in your lineage, because of spells, curses, hexes. And they're saying it's so much more than anything I can put into words, that anything that they're showing me that my human consciousness doesn't even understand the extent of how energy can be blocked or thwarted, or how energy can be used in the most powerful way, the most vibrant way, the most magical way. So they're just reminding you that there's nothing that is actually limiting you. So if you've been feeling limited and you've been pointing fingers at people or even time itself, they're giving me a big yes on this. Please remember that you're actually a limitless being with limitless potential. And don't create this small space within which your knowledge resides. Your knowledge is limited by that space that you create. There's so much more to know about the universe. There's so much more to know about your power and your capacity to affect change in your life. There's so much more to know about the magical being that you actually are. And Spirit is here to remind you that you are in fact limitless, which I think is actually a very beautiful message. I want to claim this message. I want to be limitless. I hope it's okay that I jump into the pile with you guys. All right, so with that, I'm going to close out the reading. Thank you so much, you guys, for staying with me for this reading. I can't tell you how grateful I am that you spend this time with me. I really am. And with so much gratitude to my guides and your guides and any other energies that are abound helping with this reading. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until the next reading, much love to you all and many, many blessings in this beautiful Lion's Gate portal. Take good care. Welcome, group number 2, to your Lion's Gate portal reading. This portal runs from July 28th, which is the day I am recording this reading, until August 12th, with the climax on August 8th. So I'm going to welcome in my guides again, inviting my guides back in. And please, if you would like, you can set the intention that I connect in with your energy, that my guides help me connect in with your energy, with your consent, so that I may receive the most appropriate messages and accurate messages for you. Okay, let us begin. What a magnificent card you chose from the beautiful Lyran's Oracle. 36, intensity. Wow. Perception shift to alchemize situation. Okay, Spirit, please show me. Okay, wow. So the first thing that they're showing me is that during this period of time, you may have a very open crown chakra, a very, very open crown chakra. And this is going to catapult your voice. You guys see that? That's how they're showing it to me. That you're going to receive light codes that are embedded with information or wisdom or knowledge or sound that you will express. There's something about expression. Well, expression came up with group number 1, but this is different. This is like hear me roar. With the number 36, right? 36 equaling 9. I feel like I'm speaking to what some would call the chosen ones in this group. I don't really like that term, but or the 144,000, even though that's not a literal number, but it's a collective that I think are supposed to be a part of this next wave of ascension into the 5D. I think I'm speaking to that group here. You're going to have to be ahead of the pack, I'm hearing. You're going to have to show the way to others about how to shift their perception so they can alchemize their reality into something that they desire, into a higher vibration. They're saying that some of you have actually been screaming or crying out, help me. And you feel like you haven't been getting help. I'm getting a big yes on this. And I'm being told now you're getting help. You're going to feel it. But they're showing me something that they mentioned in group number 1, this idea about how when you want something so much, you can create a lot of pressure around that goal, around that thing, and pressure creates blocks, right? Constriction. So some of you who might have not been experiencing the upgrades, the downloads, the awakening that they've been wanting, should that open for you over the next couple of weeks or so, you may miss it because you have this pressure. So they're saying, not only set the intention, but settle into the stillness of your heart. Create space to feel the incoming rays. I'm hearing the incoming rays. This is going to be a very important time for this particular group to trust once more, and to create space to actually hear your guidance and to ask for the guidance to come in. I'm hearing Spirit say, I hear your call. We hear your call. I'm speaking from myself, but they're saying, we hear your call. Because I want to say to you guys, just human to human, I hear your call. Okay, which makes me really emotional. It's like that dream where you're screaming and nobody is hearing you. Well, I hear you. I hear you in the silence of this beautiful evening. I hear you screaming. I hear your cries. Where's my healing? Where's my guidance? Where's my love? Where's my abundance? I'm such a good person. I'm doing all the stuff and things. Where is it? Well, I hear you. They're showing me thousands of people linking arms in solidarity. This might be a good time to get together with other people who are like-minded and create the call together. I'm hearing like creating a pack. They're saying that that would actually raise the intensity of the intention and also raise the intensity. Please explain to me how this raises the intensity with the lighting, with the light codes. Oh, so they're showing it to me, right? So like, I don't know how this works exactly, but they're showing me the light codes almost like rays, but they're almost like wavy, and they're coming down at like this incredible speed that I don't think I've ever really seen light come in my third eye anyway. And they're saying that if you create oh, there was a message about this in group number 1. I'm sorry, that's not so important. I don't know why us readers always refer to other groups. It's not important. But I don't mean to be repeating a message is what I'm actually trying to say. It's a totally different message. They're showing me, a portal. I don't know if you can see around this light is a portal. So what they're saying is that if you got together with a group of people, what you can do is you can get into a circle, even if it's 3 people, right? And you link arms or you link hands and you create a portal and you call that light energy in as a funnel. You're concentrating the light code. And you don't need a group of people to do that. You can just create an altar. You can create just a space. You could open up your hands. You can see it in your mind's eye as the light codes coalescing right around your crown chakra and then funneling into your crown. But be careful, actually, they're saying with that, because it can like overload the system. So you can say something like, I allow, the highest degree of light codes to come in through my crown chakra in accordance with what my bodies can handle, what is in accordance with my greatest good, with my highest timeline, whatever works for you guys. Yeah, but it's going to feel intense. Okay, it's for this particular group, it's going to feel very intense. There's something about you not only leading the way, but modeling. So this is a group where you can't be in the shadows anymore. If you've had a question about coming out with something or speaking a truth, this is the time to do it, right? If you've got a lot of Leo in your chart in general, this is a time to really start being seen and heard. They are making no mistake about it for this group. This time frame for you is going to be really intense. So you're going to have to rest a lot. You're going to have to drink a lot. You're going to have to ground a lot. I'm interested to hear how you guys experience the next couple of weeks. I hope you'll come back to this video and tell me. And I'll share with you my experiences. I mean, for the last week, I've not slept. And I'm not even tired. The energy, I can feel it coming. It's crazy. Well, maybe it's not crazy to this group. You guys probably know exactly what I mean. Okay, and they're also saying that if you have been crying or screaming, that was actually preparation for this next phase. That energy needed to be clear. This came up in a recent reading. I don't know if you guys chose that pile, but one of the readings, I don't remember which one, but I remember them telling me something about how you don't need to understand what you're purging. You just need to allow it to happen. This is not a time for analysis. The ascension rate is ramping up right now for many of us, and definitely for this particular group. And you can't stop and analyze everything to death or understand it. And even if you're not analyzing it, you can't judge yourself, or it is recommended that you don't judge yourself. Let yourself cry, let yourself scream, okay? That's energy leaving your body, leaving your system, a lot of which is not even yours. So you got to scream and you got to let that energy out, okay? If not screaming, it's crying, speaking, whatever it might be. Maybe singing really loudly, but using your voice. Okay, so we're going to use the tea leaves to get some additional messages. Okay, let me just connecting with my guides once more. I invite my guides in, please, to guide me the messages for group number 2 for this Lionsgate portal. What do they need to know? What upgrades are occurring? What changes are occurring? Please show me clearly. Okay, they gave me the go-ahead. Thank you so much. Okay, please show me clearly. Thank you. Wow. We got the beetle. Good fortune. Good fortune. They just said everything is ascending. So down to the smallest bug, everything is ascending. They're telling me that you might notice like bugs even acting erratically. It's almost like they're becoming more aware, the way we are becoming more aware, but in their own level of consciousness. I'm also being told, like, be aware of like killing bugs, where we don't realize that we're killing machines. We just kill things that are annoying to us. Oh, there's a fly, I'll kill it. Oh, there's a beetle, I'll kill it. Listen, I'm not telling you if something is overriding your home and a danger to your children and your pets, but in general, just be mindful of all living things. They're showing me also like Beatle as in the Beatles. So they're saying like play music that makes your heart sing, that makes you want to sing. They're giving me a song. What is this? Uh, I think it's an Elvis song. You know I love you. What is that song? I can't think of it. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. Uh, I'll always be true. I'll always be true. You know I love you, or something like that. It's something about like singing your truth. Okay, that's what they're telling me. Singing your truth, like from the rooftops. I'm hearing. And then we have teardrops. Wow, how crazy is that? They just said if you guys need to cry, go ahead and do that. Okay, they're telling me to ignore the bottom. There's no personal sorrow. I mean, maybe you experience that, but they're just tuning me into the eye. Okay, they're saying cry through your physical eyes so your third eye can awaken. I'm grinning from ear to ear like a Cheshire cat. Cry with your physical eyes so your third eye can awaken. I don't think I need to explain that, you guys, right? They're also, I don't know why they're highlighting T and D in the teardrops. I don't know if that's someone's initials or Teddy or TD. I don't know. They just highlighted TD. I don't know why. Ooh. And then we have the bell announcement. Again, there's something about sound for this group. Something about sound. I'm hearing the word tinnitus. So some of you might be experiencing tinnitus. Something that people don't realize is that tinnitus is actually a gateway to awakening. When I was taught how to deal with tinnitus many years ago, it took me a while to figure it out, but I was shown to follow the sound, not just sort of like try to clear your ears, but or wait until it's over, but follow the sound until its end. It's kind of like a portal. They're showing it to me in the ears where there is some kind of upgrade. Oh, okay. So they're telling me that there is an upgrade to this group's clairaudience. Thank you. It's starting to clear through the body, you guys. So there's some kind of clearing going on in the eyes and the ears for this group. The eyes, the ears, and the throat, and the crown. It's like the whole head. Oh, yeah, they're showing me that the lion here, the only thing that's in this picture is his head. You guys are getting an upgrade up here. And with his eyes closed, again, they're showing me the third eye. Yeah. And now the clearing through my body just stopped, which happens when I give the right message. Thank you so much, Spirit. They're telling me again, it will feel intense, but you're getting a lot of upgrades up here, you guys. They're telling me some of you are going to start aging backwards if you haven't already. Okay, the light is going to hit your chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye, your throat, your ears, and your physical eyes. So some of you who have been experiencing cloudiness in your vision, spots in your vision, that's preparation for what is about to come. It's also to help you close your eyes so you can tune into your third eye, right? When our eyes are irritated, we often close our eyes. We have to remember that part of that is about either not seeing something clearly or being guided to not look with our physical eyes, but to look with our third eye. I'm just asking if there's any announcement here. Yeah, there's something about a call or an announcement, something like being spoken, that like where you want to sort of sing from the roofs. Oh yeah, they said that before, to sing. They said sing from the rooftops before, right? Yeah, there might be some kind of celebration or very good news coming in for this group. Is that right, Spirit? Can you give me a yes or a no? Yes, they're giving me a yes, because they didn't give me the clairsentient yes, so I wasn't sure, but I heard yes. Something that you guys are going to scream about that's going to be wonderful. Some kind of good news over the next 2 weeks. And I mean, we had good fortune out the gate there, right? Beautiful. Some of you might be from Philadelphia here with the bell. That just came to mind for some reason. I'm also seeing this as a mustache. Maybe some of you guys have a very cool mustache. What are they called? Handlebar mustaches? Let me know. I'd love to know if that's you. That's so cool. I love people who rock their own style. Yeah, and they're showing it to me like over a well here. Like there's some kind of depth of fortune here. Like it's not just something surface. It's going to bring long-term happiness. Some kind of that's going to run really deep for you guys. Sound the bell, I'm hearing. Sound the bell, right? Yeah. Something wondrous is coming in for you guys. I don't know what that is. Let's see. And then we got Mountain Road. You're on the road to success. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at that upward mobility. I mean, that could be upward mobility at work. This could be spiritual ascension, reaching the climactic point of your life, right? This looks like the 8-8, like at the top, the climax there, Mountain Road. Wow. Okay. I think that's pretty clear. So let's get a final card. You know, I claimed pile number 1 because I love their message, but I feel like I want to claim this too. We can claim all 3 messages if we like them. So I'm going to claim this one too for myself. And yeah, the number 36 might be significant for some of you. They just asked me to highlight that once more. Okay. And the number 9, right? We talked about that, like 144 reduces down to a 9 as well. And we're in a 9 year right now, okay? To me, that means the awakened ones. But let it mean whatever it needs to mean to you. Okay, I didn't ask my guides. My guides, please show us with the Starseed deck, this little mini Starseeds deck, their final message for group number 2, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. Show us clearly, please. Show us clearly. This one. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, I love doing these readings so much, you guys. You guys got vision. We've talked about eyes and vision so much in this reading. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. Beautiful. And there's definitely something about the eyes clearing, the third eye opening, your ears clearing, your throat chakra clearing, and absolutely your crown chakra being blown open to receive these light codes during this beautiful Lion's Gate. I don't think we can get a clearer reading. Just claim it, you guys. You don't have to do it in the comments. I'm not asking for anything, but please claim it for yourselves. Don't just sit and wait. Collaborate with the universe, right? Conspire with the universe for your success, right? Ring the bell. Hey, universe, I am ready for my abundance. I am ready for my spiritual awakening, for the next step on my spiritual ascension. Bring in the codes. And if you feel so called, get a group together to really strengthen that energy that's coming in. And my guides are reminding you that when you set that intention for yourself, remember to also set the intention for all involved, so that all involved can receive the goodness as well, right? Service to others is very important. Okay, my dears, that was an absolutely beautiful reading. I'm so grateful that you stayed for this reading. Yeah, I feel like I wish I had other words to say that, but thank you so very much for staying with me for this reading. And I just send you so many blessings during this Lion's Gate portal, and so much love. And I look forward to connecting with you guys in the next one. Take very good care. Welcome, group number 3, to your Lion's Gate portal reading. If you missed the beginning, the intro, the Lion's Gate portal starts today that I'm recording this video, this reading, July 28th, all the way up to August 12th. The climax of the portal is on August 8th, as many of you already know. So please set your intentions to be open to the light codes that are pouring in to help us all upgrade our consciousness and change out of patterns, situations, relationships, experiences that just no longer serve our collective awakening and individual awakening, which are one and the same, really, right? So I just invite my guides in one more time here, please, and thank you so much for being here with me and guiding me in this reading for group number 3. Souls who chose pile number 3, please also set the intention, if you would like, on your end, allowing me to connect in with your energy for the purposes of this reading only, after which I will disconnect from your energy. Doing this allows me to get the most accurate messages for you. Thank you so much, my guides. You're telling me to begin. Okay. So you chose card number 5, Mission Impossible. I'm hearing hard at work, hard at work. So this group has been doing a lot. I'm hearing multitasking. With these hands, they're saying you've got your hands in a whole lot of different things. And they're giving me the thumbs up, actually. I thought they were going to tell you to slow down, and they're laughing because they probably will. I can hear them laughing. Oh, I love them so much. They're saying, like, keep up the good work. You've been doing really good work. They don't want you to burn out, but as I see it, you guys have a lot of energy, and maybe some of you don't, but it seems like for whatever it is that you feel passionate about, you're doing it, and you've got your hands in a lot of different things that are interesting to you. And it feels like Mission Impossible. It feels like you can't do all of these things. You can't be a father, have your own business, take care of your body, get enough rest. And they're saying, yes, you can, because you're about to be on top of the world. That's the message for this group. I can press stop. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. They're saying that you have been feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders for a long time, and now you're going to start to rise above. They're also showing me the hands as a lot of people trying to get at your energy, right? A lot of people asking for help, I'm hearing. Right? When you're really good at a lot of things, people want your help, right? And this isn't to say that you shouldn't show the world what a Renaissance person you are. But you have to be mindful about allowing yourself to help all these people, because they can take you down. Like energetically, it can be a weight. But they're showing me that they can also lift you up. What do they mean by that? They're saying that when you have correct boundaries, you say no when you need to, and you say yes when you do, when you feel that you're able, the right people will enter your life in the right way and at the right times. And there will be a symbiotic relationship. They're showing me, like with the 2 lions here, between you and those that you help. So those that you help who have appropriate boundaries, that respect your boundaries, they may come back around and offer something to you. They're showing me the infinity symbol as a symbol of that being correct. Okay? So they're saying with this group, just be mindful of your boundaries. Because when you have good boundaries, you're going to get into the flow in your life. Oh, and interestingly, the infinity symbol is the number 8, and we're looking at the 8-8 portal. Okay, excuse me, guys, I'm starting to clear through my body, which happens through a kind of burping and yawning. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but that's just how it happens. So there's definitely energy clearing for this collective. So they're telling me to ask you guys to please tune in to your own intuition and see if you can feel their energy helping to clear your physical vessel. They're also clearing the 3rd eye for this group and the throat chakra. So very similar underlying themes in all 3 of these messages. Oh, also for this group, solar plexus. That did not come up in the other readings. Oh, sorry, guys. Wow, a lot of clearing. Yeah, so this is about getting back in your power. So I'm just tuning in. I don't know why they're saying this. They're saying you're going to see yourself in others. What does that mean? So some of you actually don't know your power, and you don't know how good you are at what you're doing. When you set the appropriate boundaries and you help the right people in the right way in the right time that is good for you, they're going to start accurately reflecting you. So maybe some of you did not have accurate reflection growing up, or maybe you've just ascended so much that you don't have the right people in your life to reflect you, if that makes sense. Sometimes when we reach a pinnacle in our spiritual awakening, we kind of don't feel as connected to the people we once felt connected to, and they're no longer capable of reflecting us accurately. My sense is that during this period of time, you're actually going to get more accurate reflection. Yeah, because the healing in my body the clearing just stopped, which means that this message is what that was about. So you're clearing your perception of the world, and you're moving away from relationships that just don't, you're out of alignment, let's say. You're not on the same page. And with those people that you want in your life, having very good boundaries is going to be very important. And that will usher in this flow of accurate reflection. And I'm just asking my guides why accurate reflection is so important for this group. Okay, so they're showing it to me like, let's say you're learning, I don't know, how to sew. I don't know, they're giving me like yarn work, I guess. And you don't even know how to hold the needles. So you're being shown how to use the yarn and how to loop in and out and so forth, but you don't even know how to hold the needles. So they're saying you need a starting point. You need a point where you start, and then you take that next step. So in other words, you don't necessarily see yourselves that clearly right now. So if somebody is reflecting you, you're going to only begin to see your truth, if that makes sense. I don't think I'm getting this across very well. You need accurate reflection right now because you've done these steps, but you can't see yourself so clearly because you don't have your foundation. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You don't have that foundation of accurate reflection before this period of time. So you're definitely not going to have it now that you're sort of far afield from where you started. So accurate reflection from those around you is actually going to be vitally important to your own personal growth and upgrading your consciousness. And I'm hearing that your guides are actually sending people to you. So you might find that there's a sudden increase in people around you, people who are interested in you, interested in your services, interested in you as a friend, or that just sort of suddenly talk to you, like in the supermarket. This happened to me earlier. If that guy was listening to this message, he would understand. He was looking at an array of ice cream. And I just passed him and I looked, he just looked so, I don't know, it was very cute. And I was like, there's too many choices, right? And he started laughing. He's like, yeah, dude, I don't know what to choose. And I was like, treat yourself, It's like that. So I'm that person, and you would be that person looking at the ice cream. It's like someone just suddenly crosses your path and brings something jovial to you or reflects something to you, like I probably did to him. Like he had this look on his face that looked really sweet. I don't know, I can't explain it. And I just wanted to reflect it, I guess. Maybe my guide's guiding me to do that for him. Maybe it was for me too, because he was so kind back to me and yelling down the aisle, thanks, hon, or whatever he called me. Very sweet guy. Anyway, so look out for that over the next 2 weeks. All right. Look out for people suddenly crossing your path, maybe saying how cute your dog is, or they like your sneakers or your haircut or whatever it might be. Oh, what color is that nail polish? I'm seeing nail polish for some reason. Where do you get your nails done or something like that? Yeah. I'm also hearing somebody asking someone where they get their Botox done or their lip filler. I just saw lip filler. Okay. Yeah, so my guides are giving me the go ahead to go into the tea leaves. So we're going to use tea leaves to bring in some more messages for you guys. Okay, let me just make this clear. This card says you are going to succeed in everything you do. So it does feel like a lot of you have already sort of started to feel that burden dropping and moving, like you're feeling more at ease in your life. And maybe you don't feel quite on top of the world, but you know it's around the corner, like you can feel that shift. I feel like this group really can sense the shift. They could really admit that, yes, something is moving in my life. I do feel different. And that is because of the work that you've been doing. Not just the hard work they mentioned at the beginning in terms of career or effort, but this feels like inner work as well, as much as it is outer work. Okay, but they are showing me outer work, like that sort of in the third dimension. You are doing things that indicate that you are ascending. The way in which you work, I feel like you're working smarter, not harder, even though they called it hard work. They're giving it to me now. It's smarter, not harder. You just feel a lot more balanced. And with the two lions here, this feels like Sagittarius energy, like temperance, like you're experiencing more balance in your life now, and just more of that is going to come, and they're alerting that to you so you can take those opportunities when they cross your path over the next couple of weeks. Okay, my beautiful guides, thank you so much. Can you give us some messages for the collective who chose pile number 3? Okay, what is being upgraded for them now? What is changing for them? Any information about this Lion's Gate and this time frame from the 28th up until the 12th, please. Please and thank you. Show us clearly. Quill, get back to basics. You know, they're showing this to me as like coming back to your truth, right? With that accurate reflection we were talking about. Like, sorry, I'm using the word like a lot in this reading for some reason. They're saying something about simplifying your life right now. Simplifying your life right now. Making things less complicated. And they just said that. They said working smarter, not harder. Okay? So there is something about getting back to basics when it comes to your work in particular. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit, show us clearly. Oh, and we've got love. So I'm hearing love of the self and love of other. So that accurate reflection that they were talking about is coming because you have cultivated more self-love and some more self-acceptance. And they're showing me with many hearts being here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hearts, right? The number of luck. There are going to be a lot of people crossing your path again that are going to bring in opportunities for heart expansion, for connection through the heart, to expand your consciousness, to upgrade your consciousness, like-minded souls, people who will really understand you, people who are really balanced, people who will see you clearly and therefore feel like they are being seen clearly from you as well. So the mirroring, right, goes both ways. If you can think about that for a moment. You're not just being mirrored, you're also mirroring others, because when you see yourself accurately, you're no longer projecting your shadow onto others, which muddies your perspective of other people. When you come into a place of sovereignty, of power, they mentioned the solar plexus earlier, right? When you come into your I am consciousnness, you get very clear about who you are, very exact about your values and what you are made of, that you are a light being, okay? This 8-8 portal is about upgrading the light body. When you know who you are and what you are about, and there's utter truth and authenticity in the way that you walk, in the way that you speak, in the way you show up in the world, the people that will come into your life, you will see them clearly, and they will see you clearly. And when they don't see you clearly, they'll fall out of your life. So we're talking about the people who are coming in alignment with you at this point in your life, at this stage in your own ascension. So you're going to be mirrors to one another, and you're going to exchange love in whatever form, right? We're talking about the universal love, not just necessarily intimate love here. Although with the 2 lions here and love here, you could actually be meeting someone over the next couple of weeks that will, I'm hearing, can you repeat that, please? Your heartstrings sing. They're saying your heartstrings sing, pulling at your heartstrings, let's say, right? Okay. And then we have flute, disappointment in a friend or a lover. Okay, that's very interesting because it does feel like You guys are definitely letting go of those people who crossed your boundaries. 100%. And they said heartstrings, and it looked like a string instrument. So I don't know if some of you resonate with music or like a string instrument or even the flute itself. But there is something about setting boundaries with people that really don't respect you and don't hold you in high regard, who maybe are still stuck in projecting onto you and have not found their authentic space yet in which to, where they haven't found that space in which to look at themselves squarely in the face, barefaced, with truth. And that's okay, there's no judgment, but you may not be able to be around those people anymore. And with Mercury being in retrograde, just be aware if anyone who wants to come back, who wants to call for your love again, you may not be at all in the same place, and you may need to let them go. Anything else with that, please? No? Okay. Okay, let's get another card here, you guys. This one definitely wants to come out. Barrel. That's interesting. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Well, that's no longer an issue. I'm hearing you're barreling forward. So sometimes they tell me with tea leaves not to read the bottom. So they're just telling me you guys are barreling forward. Again, the primary message here is you are going to succeed in everything you do. But I just want to honor the fact that I read the card. If you do feel like something is lacking, this is a very important time to send out to the universe the desire for that thing that you feel is lacking and co-create, which is to say sometime over the next 12, 13 days, take one step in the direction of the thing that you want, because you're going to have so much energy coming in from the cosmos, from Sirius, okay, from our spiritual sun, helping bring to fruition that which you desire, that which is in your highest and best good, but that which you desire. So there is something about you needing to take that first step. Yeah, so they're showing this to me as an empty barrel, and they said just fill your cup a little bit and we will fill the rest. You know how they're showing this to me? They're showing it to me like if you were at a fancy restaurant and the waiter comes over with the bottle of wine and then gives you a little tester, and you take a sip and you're like, okay, you can fill my cup now. So they want you to just start with the tester. Take that first little step in the direction. You may not know if it'll come to fruition. You may not know if it will fully succeed, but you're not meant to know. You're meant to trust. So take that first step, and then things will start barreling forward, because success is assured for you guys. Success is assured for this group. Okay. So finally, we're going to pull a final card from the Starseeds mini oracle here. My guides, please show group number 3 the final message, please, for this Stargate. Well, it is a Stargate, but for this Lionsgate portal, please and thank you. There we go. Ooh, lovely. We have signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. I am being shown again that there is a need for this group to understand the concept of co-creation, of collaborating with spirit to get your goals met, to get your desires to come into fruition, to manifest. So look out for more signs this particular week. I'm just asking them if there are any specific signs. Hold on one second, you guys. They're showing me a spiral, and then they're showing me like a spiral, like, what is that? It's a seashell, I think. It's a shell. Maybe not a shell of some sort that looks almost like, what is that called? The Fibonacci sequence. Wow, Fibonacci spiral. I cannot think anymore, guys. I'm so far out of my body. I hope that's right. They're showing me a spiral. That's one sign for this group. Are there any others? I'm seeing a daisy. Little daisy. Anything else? They're showing me a sword, some kind of, yeah, it looks like a sword, maybe a machete I'm hearing. I don't know, that's, I don't know what that's for. They are showing me a pen, so there is a quill here. They're showing me a pen. I don't know if any of you are writers or wanting to write or just bought a new pen for automatic writing, I'm hearing, or intuitive writing. So that's another sign. And then I'm hearing birds. Birds may be a sign for you guys this week. And lilies. Lilies, I just heard. Lilies. Or your name might be Lily. Okay? All right, you guys, so that's the end of this message. I am so grateful and so honored that you spent this time with me and that you allowed me to spend this time with you. And I just send you so many blessings during this Lionsgate portal. May all your wishes and your desires and dreams come true. Much love to you all, and I look forward to connecting in the next reading.